I'm Abigail Whitty, and I was one of the kids who got to go on the Quad Cities mission trip this summer. The Quad Cities is about 3 hours west on the border of Iowa and Illinois, and the Quad Cities are Davenport, Bettendorf, Rock Island, and Moline. And even though it's in the United States and it's close to home, it's still an impoverished area and it's less fortunate here. So we were fortunate enough to go and help the kids and help the community this summer. So our church was split up into 2 groups while we were there, and my group was paired with half of another church's group. In the mornings, we helped at their gardens. They have 8 community gardens that make up 4 acres of land, and last year they fed people with 3 to 4 tons of produce, which is really cool, and it's a really great way that they help their community around them. So every morning we worked in the garden, we helped them pick out garbage because it is a community garden, so other people can go there. Today it was raining, so the watering did itself for us. And then in the afternoon, they have a summer camp for kids, so we got to play with them. We ate lunch with them. We went to an animal shelter. It was really fun. We just got to hang out with the kids, and then on the last day we went to a lake with them, which was really fun. And it was just a great way to be there for the kids in the summer. So sometimes doing the Lord's work isn't as fun as you would expect. Gardening wasn't great for me personally, but my group really made it fun and we made the most of it. So the other half of our church group, the first day they worked at a food bank and they sorted the donations. On the second day, the other group went and partnered with World Relief, which partners with this apartment complex that has refugees from all over the world, and they basically just knocked on the doors, asked them if they wanted to play. They played soccer, tag, drew chalk, everything that normal kids do. We could tell God was definitely at work at World Relief because on the last day those kids were climbing all over the car and they didn't want us to leave, and so it was really sweet to see that. So on one of the other days we partnered with Dress for Success, which helps women to get nicer interview clothes so that they can interview and get jobs. So they sorted the clothes and helped the women try them on and pick out some cute outfits. They went to a nursing home and they played bingo with the residents, and they just knocked on the doors and visited some people who didn't really get to see visitors very often. The girls really got attached to this one lady who was mute and she couldn't speak, but the girls figured out a way that they could write to her, so they wrote back and forth for about an hour and they got to fellowship with her, which was really nice. They partnered with Humility of Mary Housing, which helped homeless or less fortunate people to get apartments where they can find jobs within the year, and the girls just cleaned up the apartments and got it ready for a family who was going to move in. So every Thursday night, YouthWorks, which was the organization that we went on the trip with, hosts a community cookout for anybody in the community, and so the whole week we invited all the people that we met to come, and it was really cool that we got to see some of our kids from the church that were there. It was really cool to see some people who started coming every week because they just heard about it and they knew that it was a blessing to them. So it was really cool to see a lot of people. We played games with the kids and we all helped cook the meal, so it was really fun. So one thing that some of us got out of the trip was that God has already prepared all these organizations and awesome people like YouthWorks to be there to assist us to help His people. So we basically just have to be His hands and feet on earth while He can't be here, and we just gotta help everybody around us and help our neighbor. So the biggest way obviously that you can help is through prayer and praying for them, because they're so close, yet you think that people so close don't have it as hard. Just be praying for everybody in the Quad Cities, praying that God continues to work through them. It was really cool to see how God's working in the Quad Cities and how He'll continue to work.